We all have problems. Some of these are little problems, some are big problems, and some are little problems that feel really, really big. But what most problems have in common is that when we work on them, they start to seem much less impossible. The ADAPT model of active coping helps you to tackle problems actively by taking charge rather than passively by just reacting to the problem or waiting it out. This is done in 5 steps. First, attitude. It may be really challenging, but try to develop a capable and optimistic mindset. This might mean that you need to take a small amount of time to process your frustration, disappointment, or anger about whatever's going on. That's okay. Just make sure that you return to the problem. Next, define the problem. What exactly is happening? And then set a realistic goal as to how to improve it. Remember, it's not always realistic to fix a problem completely, but you can usually make it much better. Then, brainstorm concrete actions you can take to achieve your goal. Don't stop at just one. Your first plan of action might not work, so are there other ways that you could address the problem? Remember, part of being resilient is just being flexible. Next, imagine the possible outcomes of these actions. What good could come of them? What bad could come of them? It's likely that certain actions may come with both benefits and drawbacks, so weigh them carefully and then pick the one you think will work best. Finally, try it out. Reflect on how it goes, and if you need to, try another action. Let's look at a problem that I'm having and use the ADAPT framework to figure out an approach. It's exam season right now, and my priorities are studying, eating, and sleeping. But my roommate, Lauren, is in the theater program and has a totally opposite schedule. When I need to study, she's always got a classmate over to rehearse. Plus, I'm not entirely sure she sleeps. She's usually still rehearsing in her common room while I lie in bed with a pillow over my head. I haven't said anything yet, but I haven't gotten a good night of sleep in over a week, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to fail all of my exams, and Lauren and I aren't going to be friends anymore, and I feel like I might just start screaming soon. Using the ADAPT model, I should first look at my attitude. Stupid Lauren is keeping me up at night probably isn't indicative of a great attitude. But if I think back to earlier in the semester, I guess we got along really well. We're both nice people, and the exam period won't last forever. We'll figure out a solution. If I had to define the problem, it isn't really me or Lauren. It's our schedules. We need different things right now. Lauren needs a workspace where she can project and emote and move around, and I need for that to not be here. My goal is to be able to study in peace. So what can I do to make this goal a reality? Well, Lauren could just move out for a few weeks, or she could book a room in the theater arts building, or I could go study at the library during the day while she rehearses in our room. I have 3 possible action plans here, and need to pick one to try out, so I'm going to imagine how each one might play out. If I ask Lauren to move out, I'll be able to study whenever I want in complete quiet, but she'll probably freak out because it's her room too, so I guess that one won't work. If Lauren books a room in the theater arts building, she'll have a space to rehearse, while I'll have a quiet place to study. On the other hand, she might be a bit surprised or taken aback. She's being asked to leave her normal workspace, and she may not be able to book a room on such short notice. If I go study at the library during the day, while Lauren practices in our room, I'll still get a quiet place to study and to sleep at night, and Lauren will have her usual space. It's annoying that I have to move, but it's only for a week, and the library does have the good coffee place. Now I have to pick an action plan. The first one is out, so let's look at my last 2. The pros outweigh the cons for the last strategy, so I think I'm going to try this one first. I talked to Lauren about the situation, and she's agreed to rehearse in our room during the day. Unfortunately, her scene partner had to work until 9 o'clock at night, so I spent all day studying at the library to come home to find out that I still have to sleep with earplugs in. Still, I've solved half of my problem, and I had a super productive afternoon at the library. Now I just have to figure out what I can do about the sleep. Meanwhile, think of a problem you're having, and use the ADAPT model to tackle it.